Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Kennels in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to introduce a stunning English Labradoodle boy we have for sale that we're calling Aspen. If you don't like that name, you can change it. He's a little older, so we like to give him a little bit of a name besides Mr. Brown, but you can call him whatever you'd like. He doesn't know that name. It's really more for us because we have Browns, and it makes us easy to identify him. He's a stunning Labradoodle boy. He was born from Rose and Shiloh on March 12th. So he is graduated master's program, and he's in one of our most popular training programs called Doggy Doctorate, which is training till 6 months of age. We know his personality very well. As you can see, he's a happy puppy. I have to almost ignore him because he loves love. His tail is always wagging. He's always in a good mood. He's almost smiling all the time, and he loves everybody. His Recherche score is 875, 8 being he's very dependent. He loves people. He's friendly. He's the first to come, the last to leave our side. He loves anybody and everybody. He's gonna do really well transitioning to his new home because he's so friendly and just loves people. He's a 7 out of 10 on activity. He's not hyper. One thing we like about English Labs versus American Labs is they're about 1/3 the energy level. And so the English Labradoodles are much calmer than American Labradoodles. He's not out of control. He's not hyper. He wouldn't be sitting in my lap this long if he was, but he definitely does have energy. He likes to play. And then he's a 5 out of 10. He's perfectly balanced with his confidence. He's not super confident and dominant or aggressive and stubborn. He takes very little correction, just a little verbal and he listens so well. But he's also not super shy and timid. Size-wise, it's always hard to do a Labradoodle because you have different parents. The mom is 66 pounds, so she's an average size English Lab, and then the dad is actually small. He's 47 pounds. He looks bigger in his pictures than he actually is. He's pretty skinny, pretty small, and so our best guess is he's gonna get 45 to 60 pounds. One thing that makes him unique is he is the most doodly Labradoodle that we have ever produced. He looks like a second generation Labradoodle because he's so curly, which means he's gonna shed less than any other Labradoodle we've ever had. He's going to be more hypoallergenic, and he just has that perfect doodle coat, which is what everybody loves. In fact, we're working real hard at getting second generation Labradoodles because everybody wants a Labradoodle that looks like this, that has that curly coat, that won't shed as much, and that's one thing that's great about him. Now, he's able to go home after graduating either Doggy Doctorate, which is training till 6 months of age, that's September 12th. After that, they're enrolled in our most extensive training program called Doggy Double Doctorate. That's a program where they go home and they live with a professional trainer. That's a month-to-month program. He'll turn 7 months of age October 12th and 8 months of age November 12th. Now, we're very flexible with those dates, so if you want to get him before or between those training programs, you can definitely do that, and we prorate that price up and down, so you can get him at the date that works best for you, not necessarily those exact dates. He's already trained. He's doing really well in his training, but those dates give you a good, solid timeline, goals set, all those great things you can learn about. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of both parents, Rose and Shiloh. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where we summarize each of the parents. There's 2 things that make us different from any other doodle breeder in the world. The first thing is the quality of our parents. You'll notice that both parents come from generations of health clearances. They have all of their health clearances as recommended by the Labrador Club of America and the Poodle Club of America. I don't think you're gonna find a doodle breeder even close to the quality of parents. Rose is an English Lab, comes from generations of show champions and health clearances. Same thing with Shiloh, and he comes from generations of health clearances. So this is a very healthy litter. The second thing is our training program. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're gonna show off Aspen in training as of today. So you can see him in his training, see how well he's doing, and then I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve him. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do canine good citizen. They're all very good trainers. And we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Cot. You will definitely want to buy a Cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in this puppy, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures that we just took. Right above the pictures are the prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video may not be this exact puppy. You do need to look at their page. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the link, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video of Aspen. Again, this is Mr. Brown of Rose and Shiloh's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.